Welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. It's the Anna with you here and my hubby, and today we are in the city center of Benidorm, the epicenter of shopping, of loveliest and nicest bars, the Tapas Alley. And this is the Mecca if you want to go for shopping and you want some nice drinks, snacks, or typical Spanish meals. This is where you could forget almost totally about the English breakfast, about fish and chips, with an exception of a couple of places, obviously, like Ray's Fish and Chips. But overall, this is like a perfect place to try out typical Spanish cuisine and buy some nice things, accessories, clothing, souvenirs if you do not want to go to the shopping mall. So this is the street that you can see right here, the name on the screen, Passeig de la Carretera. And from here, we'll be doing a loop down this avenue, the Tapas Alley, the avenue of Alameda, where we have some lovely hotels. And then we'll be heading towards the Levante beach to see what's the atmosphere like there. These streets, which are actually in between of the old town and traditional city center. On the left, we have the old town, and on the right, we have traditional city center. So we're right in the middle of it. Here we have many new businesses like supermarkets. There's so many of them that is insane. Let us know if, since your last visit to Benidorm town, you've seen an increase of supermarkets. Probably all of you will say yes. And that is because they just pop up like mushrooms everywhere we go. Loveliest places such as these, which is the world's best bocadillo there, they ain't wrong. And my hubby here will show you how they look like. Oh, delicious jamon serrano, bocadillos and toasts. And on the top floor, they have a winery, like a terrace. And downstairs, they have a wine cellar, where you could also purchase and taste some nicest wines from this region. Great place for those who love some nice ham plus a wine combination. Obviously, ice cream places, waffle places, etc. all are here. There's many shops of shoes made in Spain, by the way, which are actually really good quality. Many people come here and purchase at least one pair of shoes made in Spain. Souvenir places. I like this place. Honestly, they do need a worker inside to help them for a summer season, and probably we'll see many of these signs around Benidorm right now. All the tourism industry is lacking workers desperately, but that happens every single year. It's exactly the same. So souvenir places, lovely ones. They have a very moderate pricing, very nice. Restaurant Cordoba here, they are famous for their rices and fideuà. Look at this. This is how much it costs. Minimum, you have to ask it for 2 people, because they usually say they will not cook just for 1 person, but for 2 minimum. So both of you would have to have the same type of paella or fideuà. There's even lobster one, and there's fresh live lobsters inside of the tank there. So not the cheapest option, but one of the freshest and very nice one. Here we have ice cream, 1 scoop for 1.30. That's actually not bad at all, because we've seen 1 scoop for nearly 3 euros here in Benidorm. So 1.30 is not bad. The thing left to see is if that is like a traditional recipe made ice cream, natural one, if it's artificial flavored, what it is, because that is cheap for an ice cream, obviously. Ooh, some nice doggy. Oh, look at that. Nice haircut. Here nearby, we have Chinese bazaars as usual. Where would we go without Chinese bazaars? The Milord's Express and Milord's Apart Hotel is also here nearby. This is the one, if I'm not wrong, that does accept pets inside. They do have like an extra fee, but they do accept pets. Oh, look at that. Another supermarket out there. Wow, there's a lot of them. That is insane. Right here at the beginning of the Dove Park and the Poniente beach, many terraces are getting busy. Right now, it's afternoon time. You will see the same day we filmed this video. It's past 3. And as you can see, people are still having lovely meals or just grabbing the cocktail post-meal, some nice snacks. This place here is a tavern. Del Colon, it's called. A typical place that's like a restaurant, the terrace for drinks and snacks, all in one. And then there's Captain's Bar as well, which is beloved by tourists. The Poniente beach is looking quite empty here, but right there in front of us, you can see it is actually quite busy. In the old town, right next to the restaurant Cordoba, which is where we've been a few minutes ago, we're back. And here you can see all the seafood that they actually have. Ooh, that's delicious. Lobsters, look at that. Ooh, that's nice. All of it actually is brought really fresh from this day. Meat, cabra with different types of meats too. And they have some menus, and then they have a la carte meals. They do serve typical Spanish sangria, which is quite nice. And then we have the Tapas Alley. This is the Tapas Alley. We've been to this place, if I'm not wrong, before.
Thank you.
We've showed it to you, and there are some menus here, which now they're slightly more expensive than they used to be before. And well, let's just say that some of the places do not offer the best menus, but others are all right. This one here for 18 euros, for example, is not bad at all. And there's some loveliest meats here. Look at this. Ooh, this is nice. And quite a lot of people. This is daytime. During nighttime and evening, you can barely pass through this area. It's full of people. It is absolutely full. But now when it's afternoon time, mostly tourists are here enjoying some lovely meals, nice cocktails, drinks, snacks, typical Spanish tapas, which we also love to see. You know, a lot of people that are coming here to experiment, to show, to try out, better to say, different meals that they wouldn't normally try back in their home country. So it is nice. And Spanish cuisine and Spanish meals and tapas are really delicious if they are prepared correctly. So check these out. Trust me, if you want to get to know the Spanish culture slightly better. Here we have some more places. Pinchos is actually a very good one. We've been here more than a year ago. We would need to try it out back again, see if it's changed with the latest price increase, maybe the quality, who knows. So maybe we will come here to try this out with you guys. But then we have La Cava Aragonesa, which is this one to the right. This is like the most touristic place you could ever go for tapas. And honestly, some of them are good, but others are just not so much. There's much more authentic places here in the area. But this is, for some reason, the one that tourists go the most. Always we see a lot of tourists in this place for some reason. And authentic, typical Spanish places are more or less forgotten, which is why here on the channel, by the way, we also have a playlist which is called Benidorm Tapas, and there we show you some not so typical places to go, which is where you will be able to try out typical Spanish food for maybe slightly more reasonable price, you know, just something different. Look at that. There is also kind of new stores here for sports clothing. If you're a fan, you could purchase here official branded clothing if you need it. This is not the only shop, by the way. There's also a shop called Base where you could potentially go. There's also t-shirts and uniform of the Benidorm football team out there available for you. Coffee place and cafe in general. Cafe Gusto Mojito, they do have offers for mojitos and different types of cocktails here, which is very nice. The Hotel Alameda, we've shown it to you guys here on the channel with a complete tour some while ago, but it didn't change barely at all. And you will be able to see what it looks like from the inside. So check it out. Just put Benidorm by Ana Hotel Alameda and you will be able to see it on the inside completely. This place here also have many shops. This is like a second shopping street, but here the shops are not so much branded, I would say, but more typical Spanish, small brands as well, slightly cheaper options, something that is more tourist oriented. Locals usually do not tend to shop here, honestly. We tend to go to places like the shopping mall or different types of shopping malls in general. That's where we tend to buy our clothing and accessories. Sometimes when we want something touristy and specific that we cannot find in other places, we tend to go here to check it out. But usually these are slightly more pricey, let's say like this. Lovely terraces here, usually very, very busy. There's a lot of offers. There's places here with tapas options too. There's pizzerias. There's different options that are available for you guys here. Some nice coffee places too. Tobacco shops, accessories, bags. There's pharmacies. There's some fast food places like KFC here as well. Just a little bit of everything. 69 unique cocktails. What in the world? This is too many cocktails for one single place. Wow. Don't know why, but maybe this is to draw attention, but that is too much for one single place. Let me know if you think the same. Then we have some more clothing places, and this one is like a cheaper cafeteria. It was before all for €1. Now it's not the case, obviously, because of the inflation, but the sign is still the same. They do have jacked potatoes. They have ice creams, hot dogs, sandwiches. Look at that, el patatón. These are like jacked potatoes that you're able to purchase here, and much more. There's like fries, sandwiches for children, pizzas even. You could literally get anything like fast food, something quick to eat in this area. More shoe shops made in Spain, obviously. There's plenty of shops here that do sell very, very nice shoes, which are either leather or synthetics, but these are made in Spain. Some of them are outlets also, which means that these are directly from the factory a lot of the times, or from the shops, like last sizes or something from previous seasons. That's what we tend to see here. Nice cafeterias as well, right here next to Alejop. Right on our right side, we have the straight road towards the Levante beach. Here, there's some nice churros with chocolate, and they also need someone to work. Surprise, surprise. Potatoes, $2.30. Slices of pizza. Look at that. Pizza slice, $2.60. It was $2.50 and €2 before. Loveliest pizzas out here, actually. And honestly, we do get a lot of the times pizzas from here. Like pizza slices whenever we film and we get hungry. And these are very, very good. These are the prices of other things like crepes, waffles, etc. And then we have more shops. What do you know? More shops. There is dentists here. There is clothing shops like Koala Bay. There's Skechers place. There are some apart hotels located in this area. Obviously, more supermarkets. They call them. This one is called mini market supermarket. 24 hours. There is more sports. This one based here on the right is also another sports shop where you could purchase something if you want to do some sports activities in the area. Candy shops are giant with different types of candy. There's nice jewelry places here nearby as well. If you want to get something of silver or gold or any other precious materials or stones, this is where you could potentially go. The candy shop is quite sad. There's just 1 or 2 people inside. That's not a lot. Usually it's busier in summer or like on Halloween, on different types of celebrations. But not like on a daily basis. You won't see like huge crowds of people going there. Bon Bon Boss, very nice place. They do some nice sandwiches. This is a franchise that is open anywhere you go in Alicante region. Druni, a place for those who want to purchase slightly cheaper sunscreen. For those who need cosmetics, who needs body wash, shampoo, anything that you need like body and cosmetics related, masks, etc. All of this creams, hand creams, is inside of Druni. This is the cheaper place, more or less like a supermarket where you will be able to get different types of brands. Some of them are cheap, others are slightly more expensive as everywhere. But this is a place where we go and buy our cosmetics a lot of the times whenever we need to. Like makeup as well, especially makeup. masks, anything that we need, that's where we go. Usually that is a go-to place. We also have Primor and some more shops here, but this is one of the best ones. More supermarkets. Look at that. More supermarkets. A walk place here on the right. I never see any people inside, honestly. There's some churros places here from the Rico Cafe, which is here on the left side. They do sell by now pizzas as well, sandwiches, fries. They have breakfast, toasts here. Last time the toast was really, really sad. We actually reviewed this place, and the toast that they gave me, which was more expensive than my husband's, had only 3-4 tiniest slices of avocado, and this was an avocado toast. So obviously didn't like it. For coffee, it's nice. For some nice drink, yes, but not for a meal or a toast here. And this is how the Levante beach looks like right now. Just look at this. People are swimming inside. There's quite a lot of people swimming, but the wind is quite strong. It's a yellow flag today, and even though in the sunshine it might be all right, but honestly it is quite windy today. And for some reason, probably by the evening time, it will cool off. It will stop for a tiny bit. Hopefully, and tomorrow is going to be better. But these types of windy days are something that does happen every now and then in our region. So we just need to be prepared for it and just wait for it to pass. The windy day will not stop a lot of people to enjoy themselves. Oh my goodness. People are absolutely burnt. Oh my God. Why? Please use sunscreen. I get that you want some sunshine, but you will get tanned in any case. Use some sunscreen, please, because this is not a lovely tan. This is sunburn. You are extremely red. Please, it's going to be better for your health if you use some sunscreen. At least the tiniest bit. Ice cream places like these ones, one scoop, €3. Oh, some nice slushy smoothies, but an ice cream scoop for €3? That's what you get if you get an ice cream on the Levante beach. Look at that. Ooh, nice doggy-o. Happy. Is about to go for a walk. We love that a lot of people bring their pets here, and you can actually see a lot of pets on the Levante beach having walks with their owners and just enjoying the day. And they always seem very happy, honestly. Right here by the palm trees, there's also a lot of people, mostly Spanish, who just sit down in the shade of the palm trees and enjoy reading some nice book, hearing a radio, just sitting down in the shade, because us locals, we are so used to the sunshine that honestly we don't like to stay on it for too long. I get for those people who are from outside of Spain who wants to stay on the sunshine, get some nice tan, yes, that's perfect, but still apply some sunscreen, please. That is why we also stay in the shade, because we know that the sun is quite aggressive right now, and we would need to reapply the sunscreen every now and then. And it's just better to stay in the shade, on the fresh air, below the palm trees. On the left side, right next to the Tiki, here we have Tiki Town, by the way. Here they have Tiki Town and they have Tiki Pizza, where they serve some pizzas out here. We are heading towards the Techno Hit and the Triangular Square. Here we have some more nice businesses. There's some Indian tandoori restaurant. This one is one of the best ice cream places we've been. Amor Real, real love. This is Italian handmade, homemade gelato. Absolutely incredible. The Murcian Corner, also a good typical Spanish place. La Parada, also very nice, great prices. Mixed Stock, which is like a Chinese bazaar types of place, another supermarket here nearby. Surprise. There's like a CBD shops, which I never know what they are for, honestly, never been into one. Monkey Rent, which is bicycles, electric scooters, etc. Popeyes here, which is fast food place. There's gonna be Five Guys open very, very soon on the Levante beach right here nearby. Also, to complement the other massive franchises here, we have Starbucks, McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, and Popeyes, and now the Five Guys in between all of these. The triangular square, which is the place you can see right now, is quite busy with people going back and forth. Someone's going from or to their workplace. Others are just having the lovely walk, enjoying the day and exploring Benidorm town. So today, on Wednesday, as you can see, it's the last day of April, by the way. Tomorrow is going to be 1st of May already. Last day of April. Time just flies. Very, very soon, it's going to be summer here in the area. And we will be here to continue showing you all the latest videos about how Benidorm looks like, all the changes, different types of events, and everything you should know to make your holidays memorable the next time you visit our city. Thank you for accompanying us in today's walking tour down Benidorm city center, Tapas Alley, and the Levante beach. We hope to see you in a new video here on the channel already tomorrow. Bye, Dees!